Marks No Tobacco Day today. The Health Department is holding a high-level virtual meeting with scientists and civil society on tobacco control in South Africa. It comes as the country is locked in a debate on a ban on the sale of tobacco products. For more on that, I'm joined now by my colleague Heidi Jokos. Heidi, very good morning. You're in Pretoria. Today, what can we expect? We're expecting the Minister of Health and Civil Society to engage in World No Tobacco Day. We know that. Now, this comes at a time, of course, where tobacco is not even sold in South Africa because of the lockdown.
Yes, exactly, Tony. So we do understand today is World No Tobacco Day, and we understand that the Minister of Health, Dr. eNCA, will be holding a virtual dialogue with civil society and scientists to speak about this particular day. But it also comes at a time where there are a number of countries that have completely banned tobacco sales. Some countries have even banned the manufacturing and exporting, where South Africa has only banned the selling of tobacco. We're still allowed to export and manufacture tobacco products, but also government's argument when it comes to the no selling of tobacco products due to the health risks that come with smoking tobacco products and the fight that continues with COVID-19 pandemic. So it's a very significant day, specifically for World No Tobacco Day, when it comes to this particular day and how the country is trying to grapple with COVID-19. There is an ongoing fight to try and get tobacco products to be sold. But today we'll possibly hear from the Minister and scientists as to the rationale and decision around no selling of tobacco products.
Now, of course, Heidi, government is currently facing court action from BAT and FETA. They're contesting the fact that cigarettes, tobacco can't be sold during lockdown.
Yes, exactly. I mean, as I mentioned, it comes at a very contentious time, if I can call it that, with British American Tobacco giving a deadline to government for tomorrow to provide reasons as to why they are not allowing the selling of tobacco products. We also know that FETA is heading to court on the 9th of June before a full bench of judges to argue why tobacco products cannot be sold during the national lockdown. We know that the National Coronavirus Command Council provided 27 volumes of 4,000 pages as to why they are not allowing the selling of tobacco. So perhaps that will be highlighted here. But also, Tony, just to highlight the fact that South Africa, Botswana, India and Israel are the countries that are not allowing the selling of tobacco during the national lockdown. We know Botswana is not even allowing the manufacturing and exporting, where at least South Africa is allowing the manufacturing and exporting. So government has a big task ahead of them to prove in the courts as to why they are not allowing the selling of tobacco.
So are we going to hear both sides of the argument at all? Who are we expecting to speak today?
Yes, exactly. So we are just waiting for a program. We are expecting this virtual dialogue to commence at 11 o'clock, but we know that the Minister of Health will be present. We know scientists will be present. We know civil society will be present. But given the fact that it is World No Tobacco Day, the argument will probably lean towards how tobacco, there are major risks, health risks when it comes to smoking of tobacco. And there were some stats that were released in that press statement, specifically about how the World Health Organization estimates that $9 billion is used to advertise tobacco products, with tobacco killing 8 million people per year. So the way I see things, I think the conversation is definitely going to lean towards how tobacco is dangerous and how we are in a pandemic at the moment, and this will obviously exacerbate the situation if those who contract COVID-19 are smokers.
Okay, those are frightening numbers. Heidi Jokos, stay in Pretoria.